Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a fella who I have been putting together over a long period of time. Yes, when those crazy day sales come up for sales, I was buying a little bit of him every time. And of course, I did receive some assistance from the team as well. This, of course, is Igursus. Okay, and of course he's got 2 lock ruin slots, which kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm going to be opening those. This is a guy who I have faced many times, and I have a good idea of what his final spec is going to be. But you never know. There may be stuff hiding in there. So let's find a place for him. Okay, we're not going very far. No, we're not. Okay, be careful of this guy, otherwise he'll blow his top. Okay, so let's find him. Oh, I see him. He's there. He's walking around. He's walking around. Okay, and this is Tagwar. No, this is not. This is not him. This is, yeah, this was going to happen. Yep, this was going to happen. This was going to happen. Yes, it is. Oh, and trivia item in case you're interested. That was the name of my first Dungeons & Dragons character when I was in high school. It was a half-ogre, actually. Anyway, this is Igursus. And, of course, he is one of the... He was like the first mountain, I believe. I believe he was the first... He's immune to stun and freeze and all forms of it. Now all forms of it. And, of course, he is a legendary. He is fire. And, yeah, he does lots of damage. Let's take a look at the stats here, because I want to get going with this. So he's got a rather large power. Pretty darn good power, actually. Life. His life is very big, but then again, he's also very big, too, being like a, volcano and all. And his speed is actually really not that bad. I mean, it's not amazing or anything like that, but considering, he's a big old tanky type of a dude, and he is kind of a big old tanky dude, it's not bad. It's not bad. Obviously, this guy's all about the power and the life, though. All about the power and the life. So let's take a look at some skills. Okay, Bromo deals low physical damage, and Pinatubo, I have no idea, deals moderate fire damage. And of course, yeah, that, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Deals massive special damage to all enemies. Applies burning and quicksand to all enemies. Yes, I've been the recipient of that many times. It sucks. Although, the gauge does seem to be off because that's not massive. That's high. I mean, they seem to use massive and insane back and forth, but it would have to be in the last part to really mean massive. But it does a lot of damage, and of course the 2 dots are kind of nasty as well, aren't they? In the middle of a war, Pandolf needed help to win. So he cast a spell on a mountain, and it split in 2. From the cold and snowy north face, Urus was born. From the south face, this hot and mighty volcano called Igursus stood up and started walking. And then he just walked away because he didn't want anything to do with the little freaking panda, right? So of course, I was wrong. Actually, Urus was the first one. I was completely wrong. Urus was the first one to have the mountain attribute. Okay, but he's got his own stuff, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He's got his own stuff. And, right, we're going to start feeding him right now. Because he's just a little volcano right now. He can't do a lot of damage as that. So let's just get him up here to level 4. And there he goes. Okay, he's a tall and thin volcano now. I'm not really sure how that works out. Okay, I guess I hurt his feelings and he vanished. Did he explode? I don't know. Anyway, let's get him up to 7 because I want the skills. Fuji deals moderate fire damage, 50% chance of burning targets. I think you should probably say for Fuji for later, though. It's kind of big, kind of big. All right, let's continue to level 10. Moloa deals moderate special damage, gives a 30% shield to itself. Okay. All right, so let's continue. Are you coming back? He is coming back. Good. Level 15. Another skill. Cotopaxi. I don't know. Luckily, it's going away. Deals moderate special damage, 50% chance of applying quicksands. All right, we'll just throw that over there. We're not going to keep it, of course, but, 50% chance. All right, let's continue to level 20 and another skill, which is Pakaya. Deals moderate fire damage to all enemies, burn all targets. That's actually a good skill. That's a good skill. I'm throwing the front. Why not? Not keeping it, because I happen to know he's got a lot of good stuff coming there. But still, that's not a bad skill. All right. Because, that is a good skill. Just saying. And, of course, level 25 in his final form, Ichna. Okay, deals very heavy special damage, applies quicksands to one target. All right, so obviously, I'm going to keep that one, because that's a really good skill. Does a lot of damage, gives quicksands, and, of course, it's got a 1-round cooldown. Why wouldn't I keep that? All right, let's continue to level 30. Urus. Deals heavy fire damage, may burn. All right, well, that's obviously an upgrade of this one, so why wouldn't we just take it? All right, and let's continue to level 35. We're just going to keep doing this, aren't we? Yes, we are. Krakatoa deals very heavy fire damage, gives 50% shield to itself. All right, well, obviously that's an upgrade of that one, so we'll just throw that in there. Okay. And he keeps vanishing. Why does he keep vanishing? At least if he explodes or something, that would make some sense. But, alright, let's continue. To level 40. We probably still have a couple of others. I know we have a couple of others. Teed? I guess. Deals massive fire damage. Okay, so that's a good question here now. I don't think so. See, it would be this one I would be using to replace it, right? Because this one is the one with the shielding and stuff. But, it's only a little bit more damage. Well, in this case, it's a little bit more damage than that. But obviously, I wouldn't make that trade, right? But this one, sets him on fire and it's got a 0 cooldown. So, I wouldn't do that. I just don't see the reason to do that. It's fire damage and this one burns. So, I just don't see a place for that one. If it was reversed, and the one with the burning gave the cooldown, and the other one was 0, I'd think about it. But I just don't see a reason to do that. So I'm going to keep the one that I got. All right, so I know we have at least one more coming. Yes, I do. But I think it's probably more than that. Fuji, nope, we did that already. It's a 50%. We're not doing no 50% here. Okay, no, I don't want that. I want the big one. Come on, you know what I'm talking about here. Uh-oh. Are we just going to get stuck with these now? All right. Fine. Be that way. Fuji. All right. Fine. It's a good thing I kept that one in the front there, right? All right, let's just change in case there happens to be a skill that I didn't get. Oh, Vesuvius! Oh, wow, that's amazing. I had no idea that was coming. Yes, I did know that was coming. Okay, this is the one that I didn't get, right? This is obviously a very good tanking one here. All right, we have Vesuvius, and this gives taunt and skill mirror. And, of course, it gives, this is going to be his taunt. Everyone's going to be hitting him after this. And for 1 round, he's going to be reflecting attacks back. So, yeah, that's the one that I didn't get. That one probably goes, that's a good question. What am I going to put that in for? But, at the moment, I don't have that question in front of me, do I? No, I don't. The rest of these, yeah, these are the 50% right here. And he kept wanting me to take this one. So, but even with the current spec he's got, he's still good. It's just, you got to take this one, right? But unfortunately, it's going to have to wait until we start skilling him up, right? Yeah, it's going to have to wait. All right, let's take a look at the final numbers here. Oh, I shouldn't say the final numbers. We'll just say the numbers at 60. Okay, 2,200 on power is pretty darn good. Life, 15,453 is very good. Very good. Very tanky there. Of course, that's the purpose of him there, isn't it? At least that last skill that we didn't get. The taunt and the skill reflect. Speed, what do you want? He's not supposed to be that fast, even though I do know a lot of people pour speed onto him. I don't know, it's kind of a waste if you ask me, but the thing about it is he does have a lot of damaging skills. It's just, I would think you really want to take advantage of that power, All right, let's look at the skills. These, of course, are the skills that I selected, and I think that there's only one that's really that I didn't get, frankly. Okay, so this is Pakyaya, and this is deals moderate fire damage to all enemies, may burn all targets. All right, so this one is a group attack, and it's basically it's high moderate, right? It's fire, and it's going to set fire to everybody. Look at him. Of course he's going to set fire to everybody. That's what he does. All right, and the second one we have is Etna. Deals very heavy special damage, applies quicksands to target. Okay, so single target attack, very good damage, special damage too. Notice everything else I have selected is fire-based. This is a special damage hit, really good, 1 round cooldown, and it gives quicksands. Really nice dot, really nice dot. All right, and then we have this one. Urus deals heavy fire damage, may burn. All right, so this one is a single target fire attack, no cooldown, and it's going to set the individual on fire, right? So, I mean, if this one already puts them on fire, then, you know, you're probably not going to do this. You're going to do this one. But, I mean, it is very good damage, though. That's the thing about it. It is good damage. And this one does have a 1 round cooldown to it. This one has a 2 round. Yeah, you're not going to really have much trouble with this guy in terms of the rotation, are you? And then we have this one on the end. The highest probability of me getting rid of, I don't know. You know, I might get rid of this one. I might, for one reason, this one actually does more damage, and it's also fire damage. And the thing about it is that they're already burning. I mean, if I did this one, they're already burning already. So there's no real reason to keep this one. But this one could be very useful when you're talking about, well, let's look at it. This is Krakatoa. Deals very heavy fire damage, gives a 50% shield to itself. He's going to have an enormous health. So giving himself a 50% shield is going to have a lot more meaning, right? Especially if he's taunting. If you use this one and then you come back with the old taunt there with the skill reflect, and that's pretty good right there. That's going to do some protection, and it's going to make him a good, awesome tank. So I'm thinking I'm going to hold on to that one. I'm probably going to trade this one out when Vesuvius ends up popping up. Because like I said, I mean, look, fire hit, that's a better fire hit right there. Yeah, it's a 3 round cooldown. It is. It's absolutely a 3 round cooldown. I could always come back with this, which is special damage. But the thing about it is the shield is just really good. And they should already be on fire. Look, this is going to leave them burning for 3 turns. And it's got a 2 round cooldown. So he can keep them burning all the time. So this one here, not really necessary. And the 0 cooldown also is not really. Look, 2 round cooldown, 1 round cooldown. This is going to be a 3. This is going to be the big one. And I think, what was the other one? That one was a 3-2. That one was a 3-2. So I don't really think he's going to have a lot of problems with that. So anyway, he's very, very good, obviously. Very, very good. In terms of what I'm going to do with him, I know a lot of people put speed on him. I think I might mix it up. But I mean, the thing is, I do want him for damage. But I also want to take advantage of that health as too. So I'm thinking 2 damages and a life. That's what I'm thinking of. To make him very hard to kill. And then when he kicks that shield up, it's just an enormous more amount of health. Especially if he's tanking at the time. So, the thing about it is he does damage there. So why wouldn't I want him doing more? Now, the alternative to that, you could say, well, put a damage on him, put a life on him. And then maybe throw a speed on him then too. Just so that he can attack more often. So, I mean, there's definitely an argument for that. I'm going to have to consider that. Maybe during testing I'll make a final decision. But anyway, this is Igursus. He's very good. I've been waiting for him quite some time. There's always been something about his name that I've liked. Can't put my finger on it, though. But anyway, finally got him. I am going to have to spend some gems on him the next time we have a deal. And I'm guessing fairly soon we're going to be testing with him. I still have 3 that I need to test very soon. That one might be out in a couple of days or something like that. I just need to find the time to do it. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.